Hey, how's everybody doing today? My name is Barba223. If you know me, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be posting a new world build. I would love to actually get on the freaking game, but we know that beta's over. Make me want to cry, but it's okay. So today we're on a database, and we're going to be making a build. So let's see how this goes. I think it'll be a lot of fun. It's not going to be perfect, but the things that I can't access in this database, I'm going to explain with with words. So make sure you pay attention. If you want to play New World or are interested in New World content, here's your chance to learn a little something. And if you have any questions or any concerns, let me know down below in the comments and give me your opinion on the build. This is what I was running in the beta and is what I plan to go towards if I leveled up more in the beta. And this is what I'm going to be going for at launch. So let me know what you think down below. As always, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Please leave your support down below. And I apologize if it's not super polished. This website is new, and I did the best I could with it. So let's just get into it. I'll make it as quick as possible. So what we're going to be using is a fire staff and an ice gauntlet as a combo. Now you may wonder, wow, that's 2 mana weapons. That might be a lot of mana intensity. It might be difficult to be sustainable. Honestly, guys, it's really not. Now, there's a couple reasons for that. Number one, there's a bunch of passives you can get to make your mana regen better and your reduced costs and ways to get mana back. So it's really not that bad. And on top of that, here's the thing. So if we're using an ice gauntlet and a fire staff, the build is called icy hot, pun intended. But here's the thing. So here's what you want to do with your attributes. Now, I don't have my full attributes, obviously. I just have my leveling attributes at the moment because the gear is a little not, it doesn't work right, as you can see. It doesn't let me select exactly what I want. So what's the point if I can't select what I want? So I'll just tell you. So what you want to do is this, right? So intelligence is what Ice Gauntlet and Fire Staff scales off of. So this is the nice thing about this build is that you can literally only build for intelligence and constitution. Now intelligence is going to get your damage up, but you also get these amazing bonuses. So at 50 intelligence, you get 10% light and heavy damage. At 100, you get 10% crit damage. At 150, you get 15% elemental damage. And then at 200, this is the one you want right here. You get 10 mana back after every dodge roll. Now these two are okay, but they're not great. You get 30% extra dots, I think, extra duration. And then this one I can't see because, well, it's not letting me see it. But you get extra damage at full health enemies. These two aren't that relevant. So if you get to the 200 mark with your intelligence while leveling and then do the rest into con, you'll be good. Now, that's my plan for launch. Do as you please, but you need to get to this 200 mark because it's going to change your entire build when you get here. Getting 10 mana back after dodging is so nice, especially because we're in light armor, so we're going to be roly-polying all over the place. So it's going to be nice. Also, on top of that, once you get con, you'll be over 50%. You'll definitely get over 50, so you'll get the 20% extra consumable strength. And I don't know if you'll get over 100 or not, but it's not that big of a deal. You want to get that 200 intelligence and then dump the rest into con. So that's your stuff. So in terms of gear, I'll get into it, but I'm not gonna tell you what gear I'm wearing because I don't know yet because the game isn't out. But I'll tell you what I'm gonna look for with my gear. So basically, let's do weapons. So here's what we're going to do. On the Fire Mage side of the tree, this is what we're going to do. Now, you guys may notice that I'm only using 2 abilities, and that is because I honestly feel like you only need 2 abilities on a Fire Staff. And mostly because if you have used a Fire Staff, you probably know that the heavy attack hits like a freaking truck. Now, heavy attack on a fire staff is insane. They hit so hard. And if you get a gem that increases your light and heavy attack damage, you'll be even better. Or if you get a gem that does the AoE damage when you hit somebody, that's even better than that. So that works too. But here's what I'm taking. So on the fire mage side, we're literally taking every passive. This one, you get 5 mana back when you heavy attack. Very nice for your sustain. This one here reduces heavy cooldowns by 10% when you heavy attack. So this is another reason we heavy attack a lot. So your main damage thing is going to be heavy attacking and using your heavy attacks to not only keep your mana up but get your skills back very quickly. And your heavy attacks hit hard while you're doing it, so it's just a lot of sustained pressure. So it's very nice. We're taking Clear Mind while above 50% mana. You get 10% damage increase. Easy to do because our mana is so high with our heavy attacks and dodge rolling. It's not hard to do. Singe is when you crit, you get burning. It's just a nice little dot. It's a nice little thing to get. I think it's good. It's not amazing damage, but why not have an extra burn? An extra burn source. So here we're clear casting. If you haven't taken damage in the last 3 seconds, you deal 10% more damage, so that stacks within power. You get 20% extra damage here if your mana is above 50 and if you haven't taken damage. Now this is pretty easy to do as a range build, and if they're not applying burning to you, then it's a little bit easier to get. If you're in a group, it's also a lot easier because you're the range build and your teammates may not be. They may be melee, so you can just sit back and poke people with all your heavy attacks and fireball and get this. So we also have Spellslinger. You get 15% extra crit chance with your abilities. Very, very, very good. It seems like Fire Staff crits so often because of this, so very good. Prophet of a Fire God. While holding a Fire Staff, you do 20% extra crit damage. So you get, not only do you get crit chance, but you also get crit damage. And then when you do crits, you do burning. I believe this can stack, so if you crit multiple times in a row, you can apply, I think, up to 4 stacks of burning of each type. So this is the 3% one. You can apply 4 times, I believe. And then we use the ultimate on this side, Runes of Helios. Now, I have seen people not use this, but I really think it's dirty. It's nasty. You get 30% extra spell damage when this procs. So it lasts for 7 seconds, which is very, very good, and it only has a 23 second cooldown. I know it says 30, but by the time the rune's over, the cooldown is down to 23. So very, very good. This is really good at PvE. This is really good in PvP because especially if you're in a group or if you're kiting, let's say you're hiding behind a tree or playing the zone that you have, you can use this to your ability and pretty much just bait people into getting melted. So very, very good. And then we're using Fireball as our ability on this side of the tree. You could, I guess, use Pillar of Fire, but I don't like it. It's a lot harder to hit than Fireball. It costs a little more, but Fireball is amazing. It does 140% weapon damage, and it leaves a burning thing. Now you may think the burning thing isn't great. It only does 10%, but when you stack this with the Ice Gauntlet and you use your Ice Shower, it said you hit someone with your Ice Shower, and then you hit them with a Fireball, they're going to be rooted and immobilized and slowed, so they're going to be literally sitting in your dot damage on top of it. Very good. That's also why we use the Fireball burning, because if you use the Fireball and then you play around your Fireball, people have to walk through it to get to you, so you can literally just get free damage from that. Very good as well. And then on top of that, direct hits with Fireball give you 10% magic, so you get 10 mana back for using your Fireball, and you reduce your cooldowns. So by reducing your cooldowns with this and then using this heavy attack, so you're getting crazy cooldowns. Heavy attack into a Fireball, it's a very good combo. So pretty much using heavy attacks, use your Fireball. Heavy attack, Fireball. It's pretty easy. I've literally got my Fireball back in like freaking 5 seconds before. Like, it feels like it's crazy. But yeah, we'll move on to the Pyromancer side. So the first pass we're using is while holding a Fire Staff below 50% health. You get 20% extra damage. Now, something to note about this. Let's say you're under 50% health, you get 20% damage. If you're above 50% mana, you get 10% damage. If you haven't taken damage, you get 10% more damage. So you can get 40% extra damage if all these things line up at the same time. It's not all the time. It won't be that often, but when it does, you get rewarded for playing as a low health player. I think that's really cool. So it's a good passive. And I don't like this ability anyways. Flamethrower is not good. So we have Let It Burn. Whenever your burn deals damage, you get extra Fortify. So that also applies to Fireball, just so you know. It also applies to when you crit. That's also why I like this one. So basically, if you crit, you're automatically getting 10% Fortify for 6 seconds at least. So that's good. If you do damage with Fireball, you're automatically getting Fortify. So this is easy to have up pretty much at all times, and that's also why we take this passive here. Burning lasts 20% longer, so it is going to last longer than 6 seconds because of these passives. So your Fortify is going to be up a lot longer than you think it will be. It'll be up pretty much all the time. And then even on top of that, it'll be up because you have Burnout. It doesn't, sorry you can't see this, but I'll tell you what Burnout does. Basically, you dash forward. If you hit someone, if you go through someone, it does a lot of damage and also applies the same exact burn as this. So They both do 10% and they do stack, so these abilities can stack. It's not like it's a one-time debuff per target, so you can hit them with Fireball and burn them, and then hit them with Burnout and also burn them. They both will do damage together. Same thing with burning and critting with it. It'll also stack, so that is why it's very good. Fire Staffs can be very powerful for this reason. And it also reduces your cooldowns when you take a hit. When you hit someone with it, very good. If you hit someone in an AoE, your cooldowns get reduced by a lot. And this also goes 50% further, so you cover a lot of ground with this. If you want, the best thing about it is if you want to run away, you can use it. If you want to go through someone and make them turn, you can use it. So it's very good for a lot of reasons, defense and offense. And the reason we take combat speed is because let's say someone's chasing you down with a great axe and you're like, holy shit, I need to get away. You're going to use this to go 50% further, and then you on top of that get 10% haste. That also goes along with your roll dodging cheese, so you're really difficult to keep up with. You're pretty fast. I love it, and that's why I like this build. I think that's very good. So that's my fire staff. That's what I take, and that's why I take it. Adjust as you see accordingly. I only use 2 abilities. If you don't want to go down that route, then don't. But I think it's more worth having 2 abilities and having the ultimate rather than having, let's say, Pillar of Fire and no ultimate. So that's how I feel. Let me know how you feel down below. But yeah. So let's move on to the Ice Gauntlet. So here's what I did. So on the builder side, these are actually swapped in game. I don't know why it's like this here, but whatever. We'll do Ice Tempest first. So we are taking all the passives because we need Ultimate Chill. This is very good. So basically what we do is, how do I explain this? So basically, here's what we do. So we use Cold Reach because you get light and heavy attack damage. If they're further than 15 meters away. Now you don't use this very often, mostly because, well, we're using the fire staff most of the time to heavy attack, because it's free and gives us mana back. Now you can use this if you want to, if your target's far away, but it's up to you. I only take it because I need it. So here you get 15 mana after triggering a critical hit. Now it actually does work on the back bar. They may change it in the maybe it was a bug, it shouldn't, but if you use Ice Storm and then you switch to your Fire Staff and then you get a crit with it, this does work on the back bar. You may disagree with me, but I'm telling you, I've tested it out, it definitely does work. So trust me when I say that. So if you use Frost Storm or whatever else, and then it crits on the other bar on your Fire Staff, you will get it. But it has to be that skill that crits. You can't crit with a Fire Staff. So, just so you know. Okay, sorry about that, my mic cut out. This too, right here, Energize Critical. So you get extra crit damage when you're with ice spells at 15% when you're at full stam. So you get extra crit damage with this, very nice. You get, if you hit with 3 consecutive light attacks, you get 15 mana. I'm not really going to use that. I don't care for it that much. Increased crit chance if they're in a frosted area. That's very good with this and Ice Shower, so be on the lookout for that. And then we have Heavy Freeze, so this one's very, very good. So if you hit someone with an Ice Storm or an Ice Shower, and you hit them with a heavy attack, and then you swap bars and hit them with a Fireball, that's really the combo you're looking for. That's going to be your bread and butter. So pretty much, this is what you want to do. So let's say there's a lot of pressure on you. You swap to your Ice Staff, you drop your Frost Storm, you drop your Ice Shower, and then they're in it. They're automatically rooted. And then you hit them with a heavy attack. You can swap to your flame staff and hit them with a fireball, and it's going to hit like a truck because not only do you get the stun, you get the fireball, but you also get a 20% crit chance if they're in a frosted area, and you get extra crit damage. So that's very nice. And then on top of that, you get ultimate chill right here, so you get 35% extra damage if you hit someone with a frost ability. That counts with Ice Shower, and that counts with Ice Storm. So that's insane. Now I don't know if it works if you basically, it says when you hit them with an ice ability, you increase ice damage. So it's only going to work with ice skills. So basically what you want to do is hit them with that and then hit them with a nice heavy attack that's going to do 35% more, and then you swap bars and hit them with a fireball. It hits like a truck. Okay? Just so you know. So we are taking Ice Storm in all 3 passives. They're very good passives. Increased damage, reduce cost at higher mana, and then incoming damage is increase. So that's this side. That's the one approach. Now the other side here is we're taking, You get extra 10% speed in a frosted area, so if you have your ice storm, you're faster in that area, or your ice shower, you're faster in there too. And then we're taking ice shower. Basically, it drops a wall that you can curve, by the way, just so you know. If you cast it and move your mouse quickly, you can curve it around you, so it's easier to stun people. But it basically, if somebody walks through it, and you may think it's easy to dodge, but trust me, it's not. If somebody uses the gap closer, you drop it. If somebody's spamming light attacks, you drop it, and it's going to get people, trust me. You can play around it. You can literally just hide around the wall for 9 seconds straight, or whatever it is, and they can't get to you. So that is insane as well. So basically, it increases it to 7 seconds, you need it. It's going to give you a speed boost when you use it, so a quick tip is if you do want to use this and you're getting chased down, use it in front of you. So use it in front of you. Don't turn around and use it. Use it right in front of you. Run right through it, and you'll get a speed boost, and they'll get stunned, and you'll be way ahead of them. Very, very good. Another tactic you can use if you're running away and you roll, and then you use this to cancel the animation. You can go through it, get a 2% movement speed, swap to your fire staff, use your burnout, and you're gone. So very good movement. And then another thing here, right here, it reduces their defense by 10%. Very, very good passive. So yeah. And then you get Entombed. It basically is a free reset. So another tip is if you use food, like health food, and then go into Entombed, you can sit in that and get the health food bonus. And then you get full mana. And then you can use, it does a lot of damage in the AoE and knocks them back when you use it. So very good skill. Crazy utility. And then this increases defense when you come out of it. And it also cleanses all debuff, so you don't have to sit in it all the time. If you get hit with burning or whatever, a dot, like a disease thing, you can just pop this, cleanse it, and then keep on fighting. So I do that sometimes. It's very good. Now I want to give you another option here. If you are going the route of you don't want to really be on your ice staff bar all that often and you're just using it for debuffs and utility, okay, well here's what you can do. You can take all these off. Okay, take all these off. Can take literally, if I can get it, take all these off. Okay. Now here's what you want to do. You're going to go Ice Pylon, and you're going to get the ultimate here. Okay. Now, you're going to get the ult. You're going to use that. Where's it at? That one. Reduce all cooldowns when casting in a frosted area. Very good. Okay. You don't even need that. You're going to go recover after getting a crit. Increases crit damage when I have full stamina. And we'll go. What else can we use here? We'll go with the light attacks. Yeah, we'll use that. So this is another route you can go. This is another, if you want to use an ice staff as your back bar and do passive damage, well, you can use Ice Pylon and use this ultimate. So pretty much what you're going to do, it's going to be really good. Now you could also use this. Now another option you could do is take this off. You're going to go right here. Do that. And then take that off. You're going to take that off. And basically, you're going to be able to get, if I'm not mistaken, you'll be able to get the ultimate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you need 4 more. So you take that off. You take that off. And then you also take that off. So you can go with all the passives in here. So you're going to get this, this, this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then you need 1 more. So you would probably take off this, 9, 10. And then you can need 1 more point to get the ult. So you'd go with that. Now here's the nice thing about this. So I don't know how this works. This is my theory. So if you have Ice Pylon, alright, basically what you can do is, well, you'll be able to use Ice Pylon. Now I don't know if it's going to work on the back bar or not. You might have to have the thing out. It's just a theory. I'm just giving you different options. If you can use the Pylon and have this proc, Ice abilities chill targets, increasing damage by 35% by 3 seconds. Now let's say you use Ice Pylon and switch to your other bar. I don't know if the Ice Pylon is going to get that buff or not. I haven't tested it myself because I haven't leveled up my Ice Gauntlet enough, but this is what I want to test. If you can use your Ice Pylon on the back bar, it does damage every time, every second or whatever. So basically you're going to get that extra damage all the time with your ultimate chill while this is up. So I do want to test that out and see. I'm going to test it when the game comes out. But if this does not work, then it's no big deal. It is what it is, but I really like Ice Pylon because not only does it just do constant damage, it annoys the crap out of people, and they can't block it if they're facing the other direction. So if you use Ice Pylon and then they run at you, they'll shoot them in the back, even if they have a shield up. So very good. But we'll see if this ultimate chill works while the fire staff's out. I would say it wouldn't, but if you switch bars, it's pretty simple. You're gonna randomly get a crazy boost of damage. So we'll see how it goes. I'll test that out. I doubt that it's going to work, but it won't be a bad shout even if you do use Frost Staff as your main damage, so we'll see what happens. I could see myself even taking off Entombed and using these 3 skills as my main DPS because that would be really good as well. We'll see what happens though, but I'm just giving you different options. Go with the first option if you feel that way. I just wanted to give you a different choice. And then gear, what we're going to do, basically just try to get light armor and then stack Constitution and Intelligence. That's really all you have to do. Stack Constitution and Intelligence and try to get gear pieces that are going to buff your Fireball because there's gear pieces that give you 15% extra damage with Fireball on impact. So if you do get that, you're going to get crazy bursts with your Fireball. So that's pretty much all I have, guys. I just wanted to show you different options. If you want to go back and see what I did, I'm sorry if I made the ice gauntlet a little confusing. I just wanted to give you different options. Feel free to rewind and go back and see what I did. And make sure you ask questions down below in the comments. So as always, guys, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for supporting the channel. And yeah, let's get it going. I can't wait for the game to drop. So thank you and have a good one.